Hello everybody, and welcome back for some more Pasquality content. Man, the newest Mandalorian episode was so good. I mean, we finally got to see Ahsoka Tano in live action. We found out Baby Yoda's real name, Grogu. Ahsoka name-dropped Grand Admiral Thrawn. Wait a second. You don't know who Grand Admiral Thrawn is? Well, if so, then you're in the right place, because today I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about Grand Admiral Thrawn. Let's go. Okay, so before I get started, I just want to say that I am certainly no expert in Grand Admiral Thrawn. There are probably so many other people who know way more than I do about Thrawn, because he's been in a ton of books and stuff that I have not read, but I have seen him in Star Wars Rebels, which is where I'm going to be getting most of my information from. So pretty much I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about Grand Admiral Thrawn that I said at the beginning of the video isn't really that accurate. So more accurately, I'm going to tell you just enough what you need to know about Grand Admiral Thrawn. Because in reality, that should be the motto of this channel. We do just enough. So without further ado, here is just enough what you need to know about Grand Admiral Thrawn. So Thrawn is a member of the species called Chiss, and he was born on Rentor. His birth name was this, which is something I do not want to try to pronounce, but for short, his core name was called Vuron. Then eventually he joined a military academy where he changed his name to this, which is another thing I don't want to try to pronounce, or for short, the core name Thrawn, which is what we've known him as since. He then left his homeworld of Rentor and met up with, wait for it, Anakin Skywalker. And once the Empire rose to power, Thrawn pledged his allegiance to Emperor Palpatine. He served the Empire for a while and eventually reached the rank of Grand Admiral. And as Grand Admiral, he set out to defeat a group of rebels led by Hera Syndulla. This group of rebels is the one that we followed throughout the animated TV show, Star Wars Rebels. And right about now is probably a good time to mention that Thrawn was like a genius strategist. He knew that to beat your enemy, you had to know your enemy. And so he studied the group of rebels led by Hera Syndulla. He studied their every move. And pretty much the only reason that he ever lost was because of other people he was working with. Constantine. He even was able to realize that one of his agents was a rebel spy. And so needless to say, the rebels had a pretty hard time defeating him. Until one member of these rebels, a Jedi named Ezra Bridger, called in the Purrgil. And the Purrgil are these giant tentacle whale creatures that can go through hyperspace. Now you might remember from my video about Ahsoka Tano that I did not tell you what happened to Ezra Bridger. And while he called in the Purrgil, they wrapped their tentacles around the ship that he and Thrawn were in and jolted them into who knows where. And that was the last that we heard of either Ezra or Thrawn until now, when Ahsoka name-dropped Grand Admiral Thrawn in the newest episode of Mandalorian. And the way the animated TV show Star Wars Rebels left off was Ahsoka Tano and Sabine Wren, a Mandalorian, were looking for Ezra Bridger, and I guess also Thrawn, since Thrawn was with Ezra Bridger. Which makes me pretty certain that we're either going to see Ezra Bridger this season or at some point next season. Anyway, that is just enough what you need to know about Grand Admiral Thrawn. Anyway, please comment below your thoughts on the newest episode of Mandalorian, and if you know a little bit more about Thrawn than I do, comment below some more information, because I would love to learn more about Thrawn. Anyway though, please remember to like, subscribe, check out some of my other videos, and with that said, that's a wrap.